more you touch your hair, the more you manipulate your hair, the more you comb your hair, the more you style your hair, the more you do things to your hair, you're breaking your hair. Breakage is inevitable. Welcome once again. Yes, I'm here with another video, and if you're new to this space, welcome. Okay, I upload natural hair videos, natural hair care, natural hair growth, and all of that, and I know you're interested in that, so make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, and yeah. So let's just get straight into this video. No time for yabba. Well, in this video I'm going to be giving you guys the reasons why your hair is breaking. So I actually wrote this down because I wanted this video to be straightforward and all of that, so yeah. Now the first reason why your hair is breaking is because you're the one breaking it. Yes. You're breaking your hair, okay? You're breaking your hair. Now, let me explain the things that you could actually be doing that could be breaking your hair. One, you're combing your hair too harshly. Like, you cannot be combing your hair like this and expect it not to break. When combing your hair, don't comb your hair like it's the one that stole the chicken that you didn't get from the last wedding you attended. Nope. Comb your hair with love. Like, if you comb your hair harshly, you're breaking your hair, and you may not actually know this, but you're breaking your hair, and when you're breaking your hair is not going to get longer. So when you comb your hair, make sure you're super gentle. Like, don't comb your hair like it's the reason why whatsoever is happening to your life is happening in your life. No, don't do that. Now the second thing that you could actually be doing to break your hair is using the wrong detangling. So imagine using this small comb to comb your hair, like using this tiny tooth comb. The comb is wrong to comb your hair with because it's too small to actually comb your hair. Like, it's a terrible detangling tool. So when combing your hair, make sure you're using the right detangling tool. Make sure you're using a wide tooth comb, a comb with a larger mouth like this, or there are even wide tooth combs with bigger teeth like than this. So make sure you're using a wide tooth comb. Do not use a small comb. You can use other detangling tool, like using a tangle teaser, using a flexible brush, anything that you feel works for you and does not break your hair while detangling. But please do not use this. It's going to break your hair. Use the right tool to comb your hair. Now the third thing you could actually be doing to break your hair is detangling your hair wrongly. When detangling your hair, make sure you're starting from the tip. If you're just going to detangle your hair all the way from up down, you're going to break your hair. So just make sure that you're starting from the tip. Like, when you detangle your hair, make sure you're starting here, you detangle here, you go up, you go up, you go up, that way. Not starting from up down to down, like you're going to break your hair that way. So make sure you're starting from the tip of your hair, then detangling all the way up to the roots of your hair, not starting from the roots to your tip, because you're actually going to break your hair that way without actually knowing that. So yeah, that's number one. So the second thing that's actually breaking your hair without you knowing is that you're over manipulating your hair. So our hair is actually very fragile. Like, a little thing could actually break your hair and you may not know. It's like, breakage is inevitable. Like, once in a while you will break your hair and you may not know it, because your hair, as I said, is like fragile and it's always going to break. So yeah, the more you touch your hair, the more you manipulate your hair, the more you comb your hair, the more you style your hair, the more you do things to your hair, you're breaking your hair. So just try to leave your hair alone. Don't comb your hair every day. Even if you're wearing your hair out, you don't have to comb it every day. You can just use your fingers and just finger detangle and do some hair, just do some, just do some little things, and your hair is still going to look nice. You don't have to comb it over and over again, because if you're doing that, you're breaking your hair, and that's it. So make sure you're not over manipulating your hair. Try to leave your hair alone at least once in a while. Wear one hairstyle that can last you a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month, or longer than that. Don't go ahead combing your hair every single day, detangling your hair every single day, styling your hair every single day, manipulating your hair and all of that every single day or every single 2 days. Too much of it is going to cause a lot of breakage. So if you're detangling your hair like once in a month, you're going to break some hairs. Now imagine if you're detangling your hair the whole 30 days in a month. Imagine how much hair you're going to break. So the more you manipulate your hair, the more you break your hair. The less you manipulate your hair, the less you break your hair. So make sure you're not about manipulating your hair. Make sure you only manipulate your hair once in a while. Now the third thing, you're wearing the wrong hairstyles. Yes. Now even without you manipulating your hair and all of that, your hair could actually get extremely weak, which in turn will lead to breakage. I mean, if you're wearing a hairstyle like this, you're weakening your hair. Now that's because the ends of your hair are exposed. You guys know I like to talk on this. Always keep the ends of your hair tucked in as much as possible. Once in a while, go ahead, try a lovely style with the ends of your hair out, but make sure that the ends of your hair are not always exposed. So the ends of your hair are like the weakest part of your hair, and the more exposed they are, the more chance of breakage you will get. Like if the ends of your hair are really exposed, it means that it's going to get weak, that maybe when you just touch it, it's just going to break. But if the ends of your hair were not exposed at first place, you touch it, it may not break. So you get the point. It's like you're wearing the wrong hairstyles that expose the ends of your hair too often. So make sure you're wearing hairstyles that keeps the ends of your hair tucked in. Instead of doing this all the time, once in a while try out a bun, because a bun keep the ends of your hair tucked in. Or just try out hairstyles that always keep the ends of your hair tucked in. It's going to help your hair. It's going to reduce the amount of breakage you get. Like, it's very important. So yeah, make sure you're wearing the right hairstyle. Don't wear hairstyles that leave the ends of your hair out too often, because you're increasing the chance of breakage. Yeah. So number 3, I don't know. So my next point is that you don't trim your hair. You don't trim your hair. I've said this before, I've said this like a million times, guys. If the ends of your hair gets to a point where it's too weak, it's going to keep on breaking. And even if you try everything in the world, use the best products in the world, keep the ends of your hair as moisturized as possible, it's still going to break, because it's gotten to a point that it is just too weak, like extremely weak, and it's still going to break. And now the only solution to that is to actually trim away that end, or the ends of your hair that is actually breaking. So yeah, if you don't ever trim the ends of your hair, like you notice your hair is breaking, you notice the ends of your hair are weak and all of that, I have a video on that, on how to find out if the ends of your hair needs a trim and how to trim your hair, so I'll link it in the description. But if you're like that kind of person who notices that your hair needs a trim and you're ignoring it, like you're not helping the situation, like you're worsening it, your hair will keep on breaking, and you can do nothing about that except for trimming the ends of your hair off, because the ends of your hair are already too weak and they need to go. Yeah, sorry. So now the next point is that you don't moisturize your hair. If your hair is dried, it means it's hard, and if your hair is hard, it becomes brittle and it's going to break, and you don't want that for your hair. So try to make sure your hair is as moisturized as possible. If it means just applying the leave-in conditioner, do that. Though there are still other things you need to do, like deep conditioning your hair, like it's very important. Just don't leave your hair dry. Like when your hair is dry, like just touching it could actually break it, okay? So make sure your hair is as moisturized as possible, because moisturized hair equals to lesser breakage, dry hair equals to more breakage, and you don't want breakage. Now the next point is you don't deep condition your hair, which I just said. Deep conditioning your hair is like giving your hair maximum moisture, like giving your hair a lot of moisture, and when you give your hair moisture, it softens your hair, it makes it easier for you to like do things with your hair without breaking it. But when you don't deep condition your hair is going to be really dry, like nasty dry. Your hair is going to be dry and it's going to be needing moisture, it's going to be thirsty for moisture. So when you deep condition your hair, it reduces the chance of breakage. But if you don't deep condition your hair, you just let your hair get dry, you let your hair dry out easily, your hair is going to break easily the same way. Now the next point is that you use the wrong product. I think we don't talk about this enough, but I would recommend that if you are low in porosity, if your hair is low in porosity, please watch this video on how to take care of low porosity hair. I share some tips. If you don't yet know your hair porosity, please watch this video on how to know your hair porosity. Now these points I'm going to state out is mainly for people with low porosity. If you're using the wrong products, it could actually be breaking your hair. So here's what I mean. Protein in products strengthens the hair. Now some products contains lots of protein in them, and that means they're going to strengthen your hair. And if you're someone with low porosity hair, it means that your hair would doesn't need too much protein. It only needs protein once in a while because your hair already naturally has that strength. So if you're using products that contains lots of protein, you're just going to give your hair too much strength. You're just going to make your hair stronger, and it's going to break your hair. So if you're using the wrong products, like you're using products that contain lots of protein, if you're low in porosity and you don't need that, it's going to break your hair. But you can use these products once in a while to like strengthen your hair. But like if you're using it every time when your hair does not need it, it's going to make your hair hard, it's going to make your hair too strong, and it's going to break your hair. So always check the ingredients. You can use these to know if your product contains protein. These are protein ingredients. If your product has lots of these, just know that it's a protein treatment. The product is protein. So you get yeah. So just make sure you're checking the ingredients. Make sure it doesn't have lots of these if you have low in porosity, so you don't use too much protein in your hair, which will strengthen your hair too much and break your hair. But also notice that once in a while you should use it. Yes, once in a while, but just make sure you're not using it every time. But if you're high in porosity, you can use this more often, but of course once in a while use a moisturizing product. So yeah, that's just what it is. Moisture overload is like the opposite. It can also cause breakage. When you don't ever use protein-based products, you're using products that only moisturizes your hair, or when you deep condition your hair overnight for too long, like your hair just absorbs too much moisture, your hair is going to become too soft and it's going to break. And this applies for both high and low porosity hair. Once in a while for low porosity hair, use a protein treatment to strengthen your hair. Because if you're using only moisturizing products, it's going to soften your hair too much and your hair is going to start experiencing breakage. So yeah, that's it. Hopefully you understand, because I don't know how to explain it further. Please comment below if you understand. So yeah, the next thing is still under using the wrong product is like using oils and butters to moisturize your hair. Oils do not moisturize your hair. Butters do not moisturize your hair. They're just eventually going to make your hair hard. I don't know if you can testify, like you're someone who uses just shea butter and water and you're like you moisturize your hair and it will help soften your hair, and then in the next minute you notice that your hair is very hard. That is because shea butter does not moisturize your hair. Butters and oils do not moisturize your hair. So make sure you're using actual moisturizing products like a leave-in conditioner, a deep conditioner. Those are what actually moisturize your hair. So if you're using oils and using butter to moisturize your hair, it's not going to moisturize your hair. It's going to make your hair hard, and it's going to break your hair. So yeah, make sure you're using the right product. I guess that's all. That's all we've gone through everything. And yeah, if this video was helpful, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe for more, and make sure you follow your video. Okay, that sounded very awkward. Make sure you follow me here, because I upload more nice hair videos. And yeah, I will see you. Drop a comment below. Just comment something. Like, I really want to see comments. I don't get to see comments. Just comment anything, and I'll see you in my next video. Love you.